In the previous episode, Kafka was finally able to change to Kaiju mode after he decided to fully trust his colleagues. But when everyone thought that the 1st Division troops had won the battle against the 2 Kaiju number 9 that appeared in Shinagawa, it turns out that the battle was just a diversion strategy from Kaiju number 9 because the real goal was to seize the power of Kaiju number 2, owned by Isao Shinomiya. The story continues with Kafka, who still looks confused when he hears the statement from Kaiju number 9 that will seize the power of the toughest kaiju ever. He doesn't know what exactly the kaiju is talking about. After Kokora accidentally hears the sound from his communication device stating that Kaiju number 9 managed to find Kaiju number 2 and its host. Then Kafka sees Kaiju number 9's body nearby suddenly rotting. Kafka finally understands and immediately tells Narumi that the body of Kaiju number 9 that they faced earlier was not his main body, because his main body is currently in the strategy room targeting Isao. Here we can see Kafka, Narumi, and Kokoru rushing to Isao's place to help him. While on the side of Isao, who never expected that Kaiju number 9 would appear at the headquarters to target him. Suddenly, Isao ordered all personnel to immediately evacuate from that place. But when everyone wanted to save themselves, suddenly Kaiju number 9 launched his attack on them, but was still able to be restrained by Isao. Isao, who realized that the purpose of Kaiju number 9 was to target the power of Kaiju number 2 that he had. Then, he ordered Keiji Itami and Najizaka to take command and evacuate all personnel there. Because no matter what happened to him, Isao would never give up the power he had to Kaiju number 9. Najizaka, who heard it, immediately denied Isao by saying, "Don't be arbitrary because I will also fight," but after Keiji told him that they would only be an obstacle. It's annoying, but that's how strong their opponent is this time. In the end, Najizaka can only obey and will not interfere with Isao's fight against Kaiju number 9. Isao is seen starting to release the power of Kaiju number 2 to face Kaiju number 9. While when Isao heard the words of Kaiju number 9, who did not expect that his 2 clones named Beta and Gamma would lose this quickly, even though they should have been stronger than him before changing skin. Isao also remembered his dream of forming the strongest unit capable of defeating any kaiju, even though he intended to act first. But it seems that Kaiju number 9 has evolved far more than he thought. Isao began to pit his fists against Kaiju number 9 until it caused a very strong energy wave. Keiji stated, according to Division 3's report, Kaiju number 9's power level is 8.5 on the scale, which is a level Isao should still be able to deal with. Then everyone was surprised by Kaiju number 9, who managed to slam Isao to the ground, leaving him battered. Kaiju number 9 thought it seemed like he had become too strong, so he was able to overthrow Isao easily. But when Kaiju number 9 was once again about to launch his punches at Isao, who was still lying on the ground, suddenly Kaiju number 9 was surprised by Isao, who apparently still had the strength to counter his punches. Then Isao said, "As a member of the Japanese Defense Forces and also as a father, I will still finish you here right now. No matter, even though your strength is far beyond my expectations." The scene switches to Narumi, who continues to run towards Isao's place, while saying, "Please hold on." While after Keiji and Najizaka have finished evacuating all personnel to move away from the battlefield. On the other hand, Akira reports to Isao that the surrounding area has been evacuated. Akira suggests to Isao to run away immediately, but Isao replies, "It's useless to run away from Kaiju number 9, because Kaiju number 9 has the ability to detect its presence." Isao suggested that Akira should immediately move away from this place, but according to Akira, his duty was to help Isao to achieve victory. Then Akira even asked permission from Isao so that he could accompany Isao to the end. Hearing that, Isao agreed and allowed Akira to face Kaiju number 9 together. Isao began to fully release the power of Kaiju weapon number 2, even though it would greatly burden Isao's body to the point of being able to reduce his age. But in return, the power obtained by Isao would also turn him into a special type of human-shaped monster. Isao once again launched his punch at Kaiju number 9 with all the power he had, although with that much power it made Akira believe that Isao could definitely defeat Kaiju number 9. In reality, it turned out that Isao's power was still not enough to match Kaiju number 9. Meanwhile, Kaiju number 9 said, "Very good, what a power I deserve." Isao immediately used the defense force technique, namely the fourth move, uppercut, to attack Kaiju number 9, which was then followed by hitting Kaiju number 9's face using the first move, Lotus Blast, until it succeeded in destroying his head, but Kaiju number 9 was still able to recover his head with his regeneration ability. Kaiju number 9 said, "Amazing, let's show me more." At that moment, Kaiju number 9 launched his counterattack on Isao with multiple blows until it made it quite difficult for Isao to deal with it. Akira, who panicked, tried to bypass Isao's right arm circuit to increase his power, but when Isao realized that Kaiju number 9 was very strong, even each attack pushed Isao further. Isao began to feel that he had weakened because his current strength could not be compared to when he was still with Hikari Shinomiya. A moment later, Isao's battle suit was damaged on his chest, resulting in a 5% decrease in power. Even though he tried to recover the damage, it was useless because his power was not enough to withstand all the attacks launched by Kaiju number 9. Akira was worried that if the situation continued like this, Isao could die before Narumi and the members of Division 1 got here. But even so, Isao was still determined to defeat Kaiju number 9 no matter what. Isao asked Akira to switch all the remaining circuits to the attack function to the maximum limit, even if only for a moment. If they went into defense mode, then Kaiju number 9 would definitely immediately make the final attack. Isao tried to absorb Kaiju number 2's muscles to forcibly recover his left arm. Akira, who was worried, asked Isao to stop doing that because later he would not be able to fight anymore. Isao still did not mind all the consequences, because they were the defense force had managed to educate the next generation of outstanding. Isao says that he just needs to focus on this fight, and at this moment, he will risk his life to finish off Kaiju number 9 just like Hikari did against Kaiju number 6. We can also see Kaiju number 9, who is already preparing to launch his attack on Isao, who is still unable to stand up. For a moment, Isao is reminded of memories with Hikari and Kokoro. After Kokoro declared that she wanted to join the defense forces, at that time Hikari never expected that Kokoro would say so of his own free will. According to Isao, it was a natural thing because Kokoro was born into a family of defense force members. Hikari saw that Isao was very happy when their daughter also wanted to join the defense forces. At that time, Hikari said, "Honestly, her feelings are a bit mixed because this is a very dangerous job. Moreover, if later on your Kokoro really seriously chooses this path, then Hikari will definitely train your Kokoro hard so that their daughter has the strength to survive." So in return, Hikari wants Isao to spoil his daughter often. The scene switches back to the current situation. We see Isao, who has increased his strength to the maximum limit so that he can withstand the blow of Kaiju number 9. Isao says he has never acted like a father to his daughter. So even though he is to sacrifice his life in this battle, Isao immediately launches his final attack on Kaiju number 9 in the hope that this one attack will be able to finish off the terrible catastrophe that lies before him and eliminate it from his daughter's future. Seeing the enormity of the attack, Keiji could tell that the attack launched by Isao this time was the strongest attack of Kaiju number 2 that had destroyed Sapporo. But if such a powerful attack was carried out by humans, then Keiji was very worried that Isao would not be able to survive. From the attack, finally, Isao managed to perforate the body of Kaiju number 9 until his core could be seen, but just when Akira felt confident that this time they would win. Again, They were surprised by Kaiju number 9, who had apparently prepared himself to withstand attacks like this. So Kaiju number 9 turned his body into a shield to strengthen his defense, but unexpectedly by Kaiju number 9, Isao launched his second attack from his left hand to make up for Kaiju number 9's defense. In the end, Isao's attack succeeded in destroying Kaiju number 9, even destroying the building behind him. But unexpectedly, even though Isao's attack was indeed very strong and managed to destroy the body of Kaiju number 9, it turned out that Kaiju number 9 could still recover himself while saying to Isao, I really don't think even my strengthened body can't withstand it, but unfortunately this is the limit of human strength. If your body was a monster, then I would definitely lose. Hearing that, Akira was very panicked and immediately shouted at Isao to quickly run away from there, but Isao was unable to move anymore as a result of using the previous attack. Unfortunately, Kaiju number 9 used that opportunity to eat Isao while saying, "Kaiju number 2, now it's time for you to become a monster again."